Asterix here, and welcome back. Today I'm starting a new series. Some crazy stuff went down today, so I kind of want to talk about that. As you guys probably know, I take classes in school, and we have breaks in those classes, and we have a lunch period. So some crazy stuff went down. You can probably already kind of make out what happened based on the title. But today I'm just going to be playing some CSGO in the background. I turned the volume very low, but I'm going to go ahead and unlock this free container I got. I'm going to do a container every single video. Crap, I know. Oh, I already had that gun. Well, thanks anyway, I guess. I hate it when they give me stuff I already have. But, let me just do the weapons course, I guess. But, anyway, guys, today I want to start doing stories a lot. Because I have some crazy... Ooh, the screen froze up. Let's see if my recording's still working. Okay, it is. I have some crazy life stories. I'm talking about some insane life stories, and the screen is freezing up. I don't know why. It must be my recording, but I can't even explain how crazy this was. I think I basically almost dropped dead. I think that's kind of safe to say. Give me 1 second. I need to go ahead and restart CSGO because that's not working very well. Alright guys, so we have this loaded. So there might be a little bit of background noise just because of the game. But I don't want to haste too much time. It's already been like a minute and a half. But today, I normally won't do this long of an intro, by the way. I'm just wasting more time now. But this is just because it's the beginning of a series. So today, guys, I got caught selling candy at school, and I'm letting you know the kid was pretty convincing. But the idea of this video is you can experience how stupid I am, and you can learn from those mistakes. I want you to learn not to do these stupid things, and to also get entertained while listening to how stupid some people are. Now, I do well in school. Oh, jeez. I'm not saying I'm the best kid in school, but I'm in the gifted program. I mean, I do well, right? Okay. Point made. Now, so we need to backtrack a little. There is this kid in school, and his name, we're gonna call him Adam. I think that's an alright name. So we're gonna call him Adam, and Adam, he is not known to be the best kid. Okay, he's kind of crazy. Let's put it that way. Now, I'm not saying this kid's like criminal crazy, or he takes anything like medications that make him go crazy or anything, but he's not the most bright kid. And this kid, I don't think he's allowed, but he might be able to. I don't think he's allowed to eat candy at home. I don't think his parents let him have candy. If they did let him have candy, I mean, again, this kid's kind of crazy, so I think that would be kind of insane if his parents let him have candy. But anyways, yesterday, this kid walked up to me and he was like, "Dude, I heard you might sell candy because you had some extra candy laying around." I said, Yeah, I might. I mean, I'm not gonna do it anymore. I mean, I had the idea. I had the idea at first, but I decided, man, I'm gonna get caught. It's not worth it. I don't want to get caught. And I decided. I mean, I sold like $5 of candy, the first day, but I just thought, man, like, I got so close to getting caught that day. I mean, the teacher knew. She just played it cool though. So thanks band teacher for playing it cool and just letting us do our stuff. I mean I knew you knew it was wrong, but if you're watching this video, which you probably aren't, I doubt anybody is. Just thanks for playing it cool. I really appreciate it. Anyway, so I walk into school today, and here's the catch, what I didn't tell you. The kid who wanted candy, he offered me $20, okay? And the candy I was giving him was crap. It was like a crushed up piece of chocolate bar and like some really crappy candy, okay? I think it was like some chocolate bar my friend gave me to sell to him or something. I was gonna pay him back a little bit. But anyway, this kid's like, dude, you got the candy? I'm like, yeah, man, I got the candy. He's like, okay, well, I got the money. He showed me the money. This kid had $20, okay? He had a $20 bill. I personally think that's ridiculous. Guys, don't spend $20 on crap. And he told me, he was like, I got $20 laying around. I'm never going to use it. Like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to buy anything with it. Or it's not going to be like I'm buying anything like that. And I was like, okay, man. So I guess I'll give you the candy. And so we decided to meet at lunchtime. I told him, I was like, let's get together at lunchtime. We can do our stuff then in private. It's not like America is going to be all over us at that time of day. And well, believe it or not, you'll believe it though, America was all over us that day. If you've ever been in a lunchroom in your life, which I'm like 1,000% sure you have, unless you're like 2, it's packed. So we have 3 lunches, and I'm in the most popular lunch. So I guess that wasn't actually the best idea to do it at lunch, but like, where else are we gonna do? We didn't really have any other classes together. I mean, we did, but it's not like there was anywhere else that we were going to spend our time selling / buying candy. Okay, so what ends up happening is we meet up at lunch. And it's real simple. Like, all the people around me, they knew I was selling the candy. It's not like it was a huge surprise when he came over with money and I had candy. Like, I told everybody, like, yeah, I'm just selling candy to this kid. I want to pick up some extra bucks so I can buy this Lamborghini hoverboard. If you don't know what that is, it's basically just like a Segway without handles, and it looks like a Lamborghini. But anyway, I meet up with him. He gives me the money. He has a $20 bill. Wow, I'm taking too long to explain this. I need to work on my storytelling. But he has a $20 bill. I have the candy. It's really crappy. I think I've already explained that like 10 times. But why isn't this opening? Give me the guns. Anyway, he gets the candy. We go back to our 3rd period class. In that time, I was in Spanish, which is by far, like, no offense to anybody, but it's my favorite class by far. Oh, here we go. No, I want the PP Bison. Okay. And sorry. So fourth period, and when you're in gifted class, you have something. It's called ACE, and basically we have Chromebooks at our school. It's, if you don't know what a Chromebook is, it's like a cheap little laptop thing, and so we carry our Chromebooks around all day. Like, it's a requirement because we use them so much. Technology is a huge part of our school. And let's see if I can wall bang them. No, I can't do it. I knew it. But anyways, we're in fourth period, and I'm just thinking, okay, I either just scored or I blew it. That was my thoughts on it. I mean, I was still thinking about it. I was like, I can't believe, like, that sounds ridiculous that somebody gave me that much money. I mean, really, like, what kind of person gives you $20 for the crappiest candy? But this kid did. He legit did, and it was his intentions. Now, in our fourth period class, I'm just gonna call her teacher. Teacher 1. This is gonna be Mrs. Quincy. Mrs. Quincy. Her name is not really Mrs. Quincy, obviously. Like, I want to protect her privacy because things get better eventually. But Mrs. Quincy, this kid, this crazy kid who's not. He's not the best kid. He's not the brightest kid, I said. This kid has her for ace. And I'm just like, I told him to put the candy in his locker. So I guess I was like, okay, this kid, he's probably going to be fine. So, what do you know? Fourth period, we get into like the first 5 minutes of class, and this is where things get good, okay, guys? This is why you don't sell candy in school, and you don't buy candy, and you don't spend money irresponsibly. There's no cheat. There's no way to get things without working for them. So this kid, I end up meeting up with. I'm sorry, my commentary skills are terrible. I'm really working on them. Like, no joke. I watch videos every day, all day, about commentary, but not to delay. My ACE teacher gets a call. This is really what he says. My ACE teacher's awesome. Papa John's here. Also about the Chromebook thing, we play games on our Chromebook in ACE, and we do our homework, and then we go outside. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. We're going outside in this kind of school. I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's what happens when you're gifted. The rest of the school doesn't. And you have to apply for it and all that, but I got accepted anyway. So, gets a call. Papa John's here. Everybody in the class is cracking up. He says, yep, he'll be right down there. At that point, I was like, okay, yep, he just took a call. Carter Publa. I'm just going to make my last name Publa. I mean, most of you guys know my name's Carter. I'm fine with you knowing that, just considering I use a fake voice in this. Like, I make my voice sound more like this than like this, which this is not my real voice. But I make my voice sound more like this in my videos. I don't know if you can really tell that I do that. I mean, I sound pretty normal in my videos. I just make it a little higher, my voice a little higher pitched. It's not that annoying though. Anyway, Carter Publa. No, I knew. Carter Jones. Let's use that since Jones is a pretty common. Carter Smith. Carter Smith sounds good. Carter Smith, please come up to my room. I would like, Carter Smith, go see Mrs. Quincy. Yeah, that's what we called her, right? Yeah. Carter Smith, please go down the hall to see Mrs. Quincy. And Mrs. Quincy's room isn't too far down the hall, but from Papa John's hall, I'm just gonna call him Papa John's. It's like 10 steps down the hall, so yeah. The gifted area, it's upstairs and it's very small, so it's not like I'm walking 10 years and I don't have a lot of time to think. So Mrs. Quincy, I think I already said this, she's not the nicest teacher, okay? She's mean. Nobody likes Mrs. Quincy. Nobody's ever liked Mrs. Quincy. I've never liked her. I've always hated her because she's always hated me, okay? So I'm just thinking, oh God, I forgot to do some homework assignment and she's gonna freaking kill me for it. And I walked down there and I sold this candy in a brown paper bag with, in a brown paper bag. Brown paper bag, okay? And I handed it to him. In her hand, I bet you can't guess what she's holding. A brown paper bag. Okay? I recognize the brown paper bag. And let me just clarify, I don't lie. I mean, I'll lie for the better. Like, if somebody asks, like, if they're ugly or something, and they are, like, of course I'll say no. Like, I'll lie for the better. And very rarely, about 1% of the time, because my parents are very strict about honesty, and I know it's the best policy. About 1% of the time when I'm really in some hot water, like, I like any average person, it would take Martin Luther King to stay honest, or Abraham Lincoln, or something in this situation. 1% of the time, I'll go ahead and lie. And guys, don't lie. My reasoning for that is because you're always gonna end up telling the truth, okay? It's always gonna happen. You're never gonna get away with a lie. People will always figure out the truth. Whether you might be dead by the time people figure out the truth, but they will. Too much. Had to cut the video. Oh God, I can't breathe. I'm running so fast. Whoa. That was a weird glitch. Okay. I guess I'll restart the game. But anyways, bottom line, a tornado was like right down the street from me. And I guess it's kind of safe to say if you're normal. Oh, speak of tornadoes, let's go on overpass. If you're normal, you don't do videos when a tornado's right down the street, okay? But anyways, back to the story. I can't remember where I was, but I think I was explaining. I gave the candy to the kid. We were at lunch. We were in 4th period at ACE. ACE teacher got a call and he said, go down the hall. Yeah. And then I saw the bag. That's where we were when I saw the bag. Okay. Okay, guys. So I was walking down the hall here and I saw that bag. And I already explained this, but I'm backtracking like 30 seconds. I knew what was in that bag. I recognized it. It was those bits of chocolate and those crappy candy bars I sold for 20 bucks. Then guess who steps out into the hall? Famous, I forget what we were calling the kid. Who were we calling it? Let's just call him Crazy Kid. Crazy Kid steps into the hall. Okay? He's there. I see him. You wanna know what he does? He's standing behind Mrs. Quincy. He shrugs. Like, I don't know what's happening. Of course you do, you idiot. She has the candy in her hand right there. Don't act like you didn't sell me out on this. I was 1,000% sure he sold me out. I mean, he's acting like he has no idea what's going on. Just admit it. You sold. I don't really give a crap. I never liked you in the first place. Okay? You sold me out. I'm busted. Okay? And I was talking about how I'm honest. Too. I'm an honest guy. So she says to me, do you recognize this? Yes, I do. What's in this bag? Broken up bits of chocolate and a crappy candy bar. At that moment, I couldn't help laughing. I was smiling. She's like, why are you smiling? I was like, because I sold Eli that for $20. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, $20 freaking dollars. And then I just gave it back to Eli. At that point, I was like, I don't want it though. It's not like I wanted it. Oh, this is my first time using my Galil. Looks pretty nice. Oh yeah, and it's stat track. I give him the money back because I'm like I could care less at this point. It's not important to me, the money. What's important at this point is get out of there alive. Because as I explained, Mrs. Quincy's mean, alright? Okay. Go back to your class, Carter. I was flipping out. Oh, hold on. Come back here real fast. I forgot to tell you a couple things. I thought I got away with it, guys. I thought she was just going to throw the bag of candy away and talk to Eli about money. No, that's not what happens. Really though, for a minute there, I was walking back and I had the biggest smile on my face. Of course you couldn't see me because I had my back turned to her, but I was like, oh my god, there's no way I just got away with that. There's no way. Well, just like I suspected, way too good to be true. Whenever something seems too good to be true, it's too good to be true. The other day I was buying a Lambo hoverboard online. It was $180. Then I realized shipping and handling was like $1,700. Things are always too good to be true, basically. Like, it always happens. Life always sells you out, okay? So, I'm over here. I'm just thinking, dang man, she called me back. I mean, what can I do? I mean, I was dead in the first place. Carter, why did you sell this candy to Eli? Because I wanted money. And I thought $20 was irresistible. Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. Now, since remember, this teacher's an absolute crap hole. I hate her. She hates me. Everybody hates her, but she specifically targets me. This is honestly the reason. I think she targets me not because I'm a dirtbag, because I'm so nice. I think she's honestly convinced I'm gonna give in every time. And if she's convinced I'm gonna do that, she's right. I mean, because I'm not a wimp when it comes to fights and stuff, but I'll talk about fights in another story. But when it comes to somebody who has more power than me, especially in the school system, I chicken out. I give in to everything, okay? Because, like, my parents, they're so... I've got to be the best. I've got to get good grades. If I don't, I just have to, okay? It's unacceptable. And it should be the same way in your house, too. Wow, nice night. So, anyway... She starts talking to Eli about how much money $20 is. Okay? At that point, I'm like, she's just going to talk to us, say, don't do it again, and get out of here. Again, I was wrong. I think I'm always wrong when it comes to things like this, okay? She brings my English teacher out, so let's call her Mrs. Finney. So we have Mrs. Finney and Mrs. Quincy. Wow. Mrs. Finney knows exactly what's going on. I don't know why. I guess she told her before we walked out. I know my commentary skills suck. You don't have to remind me. So at this point, I'm just thinking, and the reason my commentary skills suck, by the way, real fast, is because this was today, and like I'm still thinking about like this is insane how this went down. She's like, oh, she's a dirtbag too. She's not as bad as Mrs. Quincy, but Mrs. Finney, man, she can really get on your nerves. She can have fun. She can do fun things too, but like 70% of the time, she's on your nerves. Mrs. Quincy, she's 99% of the time on your nerves. That's not an exaggeration. That's an honest, heartfelt say. She's 99% times someone you don't want to be around. So, Mrs. Finney's like, I can't believe you do this, Carter. You're such a good student. Like, why would you do this? I said the money, it just sounded crazy. I knew I was going to get in trouble. I knew it in the first place. Oh, I thought that was a counter-terrorist. She says, okay. She walks away. She says, I believe you that it was just the money. I mean, I think that's just society today. I thought those was going to be one of her nice moments. Now, here's where things get really ugly, and I don't think she meant to ruin my life when she said this, but she did. By the way, Mrs. Quincy, the counselor's right across the hall. When I heard that, oh no, she said he's right across the hall. The counselor was right across the hall. At that point, I was like, I'm dead. I'm dead. My life is over. That's where it ends. Nice knowing you, you idiot. You really treated this body well. I'll see you in the future, maybe. Hopefully you're not the worst human being on the planet. So she sends me back to my classroom. She's like, I'm going to do some investigating. I need to think about it. I need to think about your punishment. So at that point, I was like, well, I already know it's going to be like suspension, or you're going to expel me or crap. And by the way, that suspension and expel, I think it's expulsion. I just think that's what it's called. Suspension and getting expelled. I don't know what's wrong with my school, but that's up to the teachers, not the administrators. I think that's ridiculous. Like, administration doesn't really do a lot in my school. It's like every teacher's a principal. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, I mean, I guess that's to keep kids in line. Because I'm being honest, man. I'm in like the number 2 rated school in the country. And that's not like my school's really good. No. I'm being serious. If I gave you the name of my school right now and you looked it up, we would be ranked number 2 on this country on like the U.S. school board or whatever. But we are. I know we're in the top 10. I've seen it before. I'm 1,000% sure we're in the top 10. I know it sounds crazy. It's 100% true. Okay. Oh, okay. I got a free gun. So, what was I saying again? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I know what I was saying. I was talking about, alright, so she sends me back to the class, and we start reading. We're doing silent reading. And my best friend, he doesn't mind if I use his name, because I linked to, he's Dragon Breath 211. He's part of my psychedelic crew. JT. He's sitting right in front of me. JT isn't his real name, but it's what it goes by, so I guess it's kind of safe to say. He sits right in front of me in ACE. We always pick the same ACE class and stuff. Dude, I'm dead. I'm tapping him. I'm like, dude, my heart is racing like crazy. And I swore to death the counselor was coming in to talk to me soon and stuff. I was swearing that I was dead. Like, not cussing, swearing, but like, I was saying, like, I'm dead. I'm dead, man. I don't care if you like it or not. I'm dead. And he's like, dude, you're not dead. You're not dead. I'm like, yes, I am. I am dead. I didn't realize at that point I really was dead. No, but I bet you can't guess who walks in the room. School counselor. Alright, I'm just gonna call him counselor. School counselor. He's holding these pink and white sheets in my hand. Our detention slips are pink and white. At that point, I was like, he's coming in. He's like, hello, everybody. I haven't met most of you, but I'm sure I'll get to know you a lot better soon. At that point, I was like, whoa, get to know us a lot better? Like, I think you're going to know me well enough pretty soon. So, oh, nice snipe. He ends up setting the papers down. I'm like, just say it in front of the class. Everybody's going to figure it out in the next 25 minutes. I'd like to talk to you about your elective choice next class. Oh my god, my heart was racing. I was like, there's no way he came in here just to talk to us about our elective class. He did. The only reason he was in there was to talk about our elective class, okay? And I know this is a long story, but it's true. I want to give it in detail because there's so many moments of suspension. And it's just a good story in my opinion. I definitely watch it. So he's telling us about this. I'm like, no. Just like, say it already. Like, don't torture me and talk about this the entire time. Just say I'm in trouble for cheating. I can't stand it anymore. Just say it. And he's like, he walks out of the room. He doesn't say a word about me. He even called my name. He was passing them out. He was like, Carter Puba? And I raised my hand. And he was like, here you go, bud. I was like, thank you so much. Because I'm just a naturally polite kid. No. Well, of course, I would say, thanks, sir. But, like, I was like, thank you so much. Like, trying to set a good first impression. Because first impressions always count the most. And he's like, you're welcome. He walks away. I'm dying at this moment. I'm sitting here losing my life. Like, not laughing, losing my life. Like, I'm literally losing my life. I can't even fathom what's going on. It's ridiculous. Just about to leave. So close. He's like, thank you all for taking the time. Guess who pops her head in the room? Mrs. Quimby. What's going on, Carter? She looks at me. She's doing the little finger wiggle thing. I was like, no. Walks down the hall. She's like, look, you're not in trouble. It's all Eli's fault. Did I just say Eli? Oh my, that was way too close to his regular name. That was a smidget off of his regular name. Whoa. Alright, I cut that one close. Crazy kid. Just forget I said that. It wasn't his name, but it was really close. I was like halfway through saying it. So Crazy Kid walks in, and she's like, it's all Crazy Kid's fault. I called your parents. I let them know, like, it was tempting. It was hard to say no, to say yes. I mean, it's hard to say no to these kind of things. I was like, oh my God. She ends up letting me off. I'm crying. Like, I know that sounds ridiculous. Like, this kid was crying. No, I was crying. I had tears pouring out my eyes. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I let this happen. I'm an idiot. I'm so retarded. She was like, you really are, aren't you? I'm like, yes, I am. And she's like, she's cracking up. She's like, it's not your fault, man. It's not your fault. Like, when somebody offers you $20 for that crap, it's irresistible. It's like, it really is. And she understood completely. Like, Mrs. Quimby, the crazy one, she understood. She was like, she understood me. She was like, now, it was a dumb decision. Never do it again. Like, I understood that. Like, I should have never taken it in the first place. I should have thought about how idiotic and retarded I was being. But she understood, like, everybody makes accidents. This one was a really bad accident. But I know how sensitive you are to this kind of crap. She said that. Like, if you know how sensitive I am, like, then of course that's the reason you torture me. But anyway, she's like, I know how sensitive you are to this and stuff, so I think you've served your punishment. Went home, parents talked about it with me, like, never do this crap again. And yeah, of course I'm never gonna do this crap again. But yeah, I'm making a video for you today, same day it happened, so I got a pretty much scot-free. I mean, I had a pep talk and stuff, and like, by scot-free I mean no punishment. I really punished myself. Like, I kept telling myself how dumb I was, and I really didn't get off scot-free because it wasn't the physical part, the part that people tell you. It's really all the mental parts that punish you. Did you really have an experience that will teach you a lesson? I did. I'm not going to do crazy stuff again, at least not for a very long time. That was a nice little refresher that'll last for my life. So I want to take this time. By now you guys are I appreciate it so much if you've made it this far in the video. I'm sure you have, though, since it's such a crazy story. But I really do appreciate if you made it this far into the story. I want to take this time. I'm going to change, like, I'm not trying to copy YouTube channels, first of all. I've seen people get really popular and have a lot of people watch their videos because they post stories and people think it's crazy that somebody would actually do that. Now, I'm not just posting stories. I want to use them to try to get it to you guys that you don't do this crap. Don't go out and do this crap because it's so stupid. Only stupid people do this stuff. I'm a stupid person, okay? I make really bad decisions. I'm admitting it right, straight out of Compton. I'm admitting this. I'm a really bad decision maker, okay? I just can't. I just don't think before I speak. I don't think about consequences that much. Like, I think, like, here's what I think. Like, what's the worst that can happen? I figure out the worst that can happen, and then I think of the odds. Normally the odds are slim. Odds are never in your favor. Hunger Games is a lie. Okay, stories coming up. If you hear any of these that you would like to hear with better commentary and more exciting crap and like more exaggeration and stuff, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button so I know to do them. Leave a comment saying yes, or like, I want these stories, okay? Time I stole an axe and used it. That's gonna sound crazy. It's true. I've stolen an axe and I've used it. How did I use it? What happened? Hit the subscribe button to figure out. Time I lit my house on fire. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a really good one. Time I set my house on fire. If you want to figure out how I set my house on fire and what happened, hit the subscribe button. Time I stole my parents' credit card. Or debit card or whatever. Time I stole money from my parents. Like, let's put it that way. Time I stole a ton of money from my parents. Like, thousands of dollars amount. Like, I can never be sorry enough to my parents for that. I can never repay them for that. I stole a ton of money from them. still paying it off. I mean, I'm not talking about like one time. Like there was one specific time where I stole their card, but I've stolen money from them other times and gotten in trouble for it. I think that's all I can think of right now. There's like hundreds of them. There's hundreds. Oh, time I went to the office in class. Time I got sent to the office for doing some really bad stuff. My foul mouth always gets me there. I talk back. I'll always get there. Okay, I'll always make it to I'll always make it to not using this in the bad way. I'll always make it to hell and back. I'm just using that as a location. Like hell is like the underworld. If you're Christian, like. I'm not using that in a bad way, like I'm saying like way too much, but like I really don't mean to use that in a bad way. Like I've been to hell and back many times, not as many to be responsible. I'm not nearly as responsible as adults or any of them. Always listen to adults. Always listen to your parents, or you're gonna be in hell and back. You're gonna go to hell and back, and you're gonna do it many times. I've learned my lesson, and I still do it. I don't know why, but I'm still taking trips. Anyway, guys, thank you for sticking around this long. If you stick around this long, I love you. I know that sounds weird, but I do. I really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, and I think you will too, because the reason you hit it is to hear those stories and see some great content. Oh, how many stories I had to tell, I can't even count. But anyway, guys, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit comment. This has been such a long video, but it has been Asterix Gaming. Hit the subscribe button. Peace out. And they got the soda from your boys here. Sweet outro. No books, no Jonas. Hey, yeah. Peace out, bro. Peace out.